I hope you guys are doing awesome. Today, I have a controversial topic that some of you are probably not going to agree with, especially if you're in a specific niche of marketing, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Today, we're going to talk about I just wanted to go live and talk to you about the 80/20 sales and marketing rule. And for today's daily dose of sales and marketing, the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's something I'm going through personally right now. So there's a lot of different sales and marketing activities that you can do. If you are a solo entrepreneur or an independent salesperson, there's only so many different things that you can do. If as your team grows, you can do more of those things, but oftentimes there's a lot of conflict because we're sitting here thinking about what we should be doing and what the most important activities are that we should be doing. And we go to these conventions, we go to these seminars, we go to these different Zoom calls or whatever it may be, and we get all these great ideas. And while there's a lot of different ideas in sales and marketing, some of them are going to have more of an impact on your business now versus later. And it's important that you choose wisely what you're spending your time on when it comes to your sales and marketing. So I like to break down the rule of the 80/20 and apply it to your sales and marketing. So the rule is that how this works, if you don't know it, or maybe you need a refresher, is that 80% of everything that you do should be focused on 20% of what's going to give you the biggest results. And then the 20% of your time left over is filler, right? It's other things that you can do, but maybe doesn't have as big a result. And so what I find is that this is not taught properly in our industry. And largely we end up focusing on the other things. So for example, if you know that you need to make sure that your number one focus is booking appointments and closing deals, then you need to make sure that your sales and marketing plan reflects that. So let's say you have 3 hours to do marketing and sales. Okay. What's going to give you the highest impact and the highest ROI on the time that you're spending doing those things? And that's what you should be focusing on 80% of the time. And then the balance of the time that you have doing those activities throughout the day, that should be things that may are important, but not going to have an immediate impact. So I like to break it down like this, where you should you got pure revenue generating activities like prospecting, sales, or prospecting, follow up, text message campaigns, different activities that you're going to get direct response. I call this direct response marketing, where you're prospecting and following up. And then you have other activities that are more of like brand building, such as social media, different Facebook remarketing campaigns that you're doing, different things like that, boosting your listings. So things that are going to generate leads and things that are going to have an impact, but might not actually get you an appointment right now, then and there. So while they're important, it's really, really important to make sure you have a fine balance here, because what will happen is if you can get so caught up in doing the 80%, if you're focused on the 80%, which is not going to get you business, like get you appointments and get you out on listing presentations right now, you're gonna find yourself struggling to hit your goals. Where if you're too focused on just the branding and marketing, right, you're not going to get the appointments that you need now. So that's why my recommendation is anytime I'm feeling overwhelmed or I feel like I have a lot going on, I always go back to this 80/20 rule, and I say to myself, okay, with the time frame that I have to do my sales and marketing, what am I going to spend 80% of my time on today, right? And then what am I going to spend the other 20% of my time on that is going to have an impact, but not as much? And there's a great book out on this called The 80/20 Rule by Perry Marchall. And it really does a great job of showing the power of following this 80/20 rule. And so for me, that's how I've always been able to between myself and my sales teams, been able to develop a model where we're getting business right now, we're getting appointments right now, we have plenty of stuff in the pipeline because we're hyper focused on building our pipeline, but then also in the background do things to build a brand. And that's kind of where it's a little bit controversial because I think that some people would disagree with would disagree and say, oh, well, maybe you should focus more time on building a brand. And while that's effective, right, you're going to have, like, if you're not getting sales, right, you're not going to have food on the table. And if you're not going to have food on the table and money to reinvest in your business, you're not going to ever have time to get to the brand. So it's like the chicken and the egg, right? And so I just want to go live really quick and share that with you, to try to plant some seeds. My playbook breaks this down. I have a whole section of the playbook. So you can go to chapter 1 in the playbook. It talks about time management and breaks this really down so you can kind of do a good job of setting a schedule and, more importantly, teaching your team how to do the same thing. So Isaiah Colton with Isaiah Colton Company. This is another. I just wanted to go live here for another daily dose of sales and marketing. And look out for my email. I'm going to also send this out to my followers through email. You guys have an awesome Saturday.